Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of 100 Days Winemaking here with me, Yanni Plays. Now, before we are getting too deep into this episode here, I need you to do me a favor and go down into the comments and tell me where do we want to go in this series here. Because there are a few things that we still could do, because we're definitely starting to get towards the end game. And things that we could do is, well, we could buy up some more vineyards. But I'm just wondering how entertaining would that be for you? Because it's pretty much the same as what we did on our last two vineyards here. We're just grinding up the money. And of course I would cut all of that out. We buy the vineyard and most likely just assign some employees to get all the work done. So I don't know how much would we get out of this. Of course we would get a large amount of money, but that pretty much probably would be the only benefit that I see in buying up more land here. But we also still have things to do in our technology tab. Of course we have those two board upgrades. Again, that's just $400,000 that I can grind up, so that's not a problem. Then looking into the tool shed, and that's kind of what I want to do today. There are a few more things that we can do. The irrigation system, but for that I need to have my tool shed at level 5, and fame I am a little bit over 50, so we should be able to get that. Because the irrigation system is going to help us prevent damage from heat waves. Well, we have quite a lot, but it also increases the quality of the harvested grapes. So I was wondering if that would help, like on our principal, we're always so close but you never quite make it. Or the Brico, again, one that we always get so close but we never actually make it. And then in the winery, the yeast lab is something that we definitely are going to look into. But I'm asking you in this episode what you want to do, so that from the time that this video releases, there is still going to be another week until this one here releases. So that gives me 2 weeks to find out what we are going to do next. And then the last one will be the warehouse, where we can continue with some more exhibitions. America, Asia, the National, and over here in Europe. And those all are giving me more fame and attract new customers. Now, a few episodes back, we actually talked about, well, as soon as we're at fame 60, it doesn't really matter to get even higher because everything is built, and I didn't really know what fame is for. But I'm clicking on here, it doesn't open anything up. I actually got a response from the developer. If you haven't checked them out yet, if you play the game, go into their Discord. It's a great team, and a lot of them are on there and answer community questions. And one of them mentioned that, you know, the higher your fame is, the more money you get for your wine. So it's not as much the quality, because we figured that out already, that the quality difference, see if we can look it up here, sales on our really bad Dolcetto, we are selling it for $16, and then this one here we are selling for $17. So the price difference isn't that big, depending on the stars, but it heavily relates on to the fame. So therefore, it definitely makes sense to start investing into this area here. Yeah, see, here we have a heat wave, so that irrigation system definitely would be something good to buy. Let's hop in here really quick. Tool shed. Yeah, that's a level 5. We're not at level 5 yet, but we are at level 4. 50,000. Let's just go ahead and buy this one. Also over here, a lot of those things we haven't bought yet, and they're fairly cheap. The repair workshop just helps you repair broken tools faster. We didn't have a lot of broken tools yet, so that's why I never invested the money. Weather station. Currently, if we click on our calendar, we don't know what is going on in fall, so we just see what is all the way up to today's day. Sometimes it would be great to have that. So let's go ahead and buy that. I guess I have to wait a turn for it to actually give me the forecast. And then this one here speeds up the treatments, and that actually would be a good thing to buy because I don't think that we have any treatments on anything right now. Yeah, and those two modules, we were looking at those. Let's buy those two. Labeling and capping. So once we start bottling, we can see if there is anything new that we can do. Also, my weather station. Why is my weather station not telling me how the weather is going to be? Do I actually need to buy that? Yes. I have to buy that. I'm probably gonna have to upgrade because there is just not a lot of room in here anymore. 250,000. Nope. No, you can't do that. But now, yes, now it's telling me what the weather is going to be. But that also means that I have to buy the atomizer. Now, luckily, that is just a small machine. But that probably also means that I can just treat one at a time on a higher speed. Let's test that really quick. Yep. This one here is already 2 turns. So if you want to be faster, you have to buy more, but I guess I can just rotate through and see that I can always have at least one of them being sprayed. So our dolcetto is ready for fermentation, and we still don't have all the stars, so especially sweetness and tannin and acidity, we still don't have them. So let's see, sweetness, let's go with a 3 or a 4. Tannin, I think as high as possible, but I can't change that anymore. Here it is. Now if I do that, my sweetness is already going to be too low. So dolcetto is just one that I have to harvest extremely late. Yeah, I just don't have enough sweetness in this one. So we're going all the way down. Tannin. Let's do nothing. No, just do it. Yeah, we do nothing for this time. See what we're getting. Because tannin. Actually, we need a high tannin. Ah, we can push it further up, even though there's no more sugar to convert. And then our Barbera is ready for bottling. So let's see if this new module that we bought actually do something. Okay, so we can put a cap over it. Well, first of all, let's go with our quality synthetic. And let's just put a red one on. We still just have those 3 shapes. And the 3 colors. Label. I know we had the logos. We had the background. I think the paper is new. And then the label shape, I knew we could change that before. Now what were the 2 modules that we got? The capping and the labeling. So I guess the labeling is just the paper color, and the capping is the colored cap. Well, let's taste that Barbera. See how it is. And then on our arnaise, we have to get the acidity down quite a lot. So we do the malolactic fermentation. And then arnaise, we have to check on the body again. Body 3. Would you agree? But we probably don't have to do any aging. We're currently at body 1, but I cannot get to body... cannot get higher there. So the only way to get this one to 1 higher body will be with the pressing process. Let's just get you bottled. Okay, let's press our dolcetto. And the quality was low, so we're not gonna get anything good anyways. But let's go with a highest possible tannin to see if we can discover a few more stars. On our arnaise, we are still missing the body. We have to make sure that this year when we harvest to let it go high in sweetness. Let it go as long as possible so that we can ferment it down quite long because the acidity needs to be low, and then we can press it high enough to get the body initially. Okay, I just sold my commercial office so that I can drop the guided tours in. And the guided tours are supposedly gonna make me some money. They give me 1,000 euros every turn. That actually isn't bad. So it would offset cost per turn if we upgrade one of our buildings to level 4. And the commerce office I rarely used. So, our arnaise. Was it the arnaise? Which one was it that we never got the body right? Yeah, it was the arnaise. So arnaise, we need to try to get a body of 3. And then no aging. And hopefully malolactic fermentation is taking care of the acidity and it's not going to overshoot. Would not be the first time. And then dolcetto. Again, my sweetness is just gonna be too low. For some reason, my dolcetto is never making it. Actually, with the treatment, that was a pretty smart idea to just do 1 at a time. Because now the first one runs out. And then throughout the year, I should be able to just update each of those. So, but looking at the time, I think that's where we have to end the episode. Now, just to make sure that we have another episode here, let's go ahead and my fame drop. Should have bought it earlier. Should have bought it as our fame was up at 50. Well, I guess we're gonna have to work on our fame and then get that yeast lab in our next episode. But thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to drop some comments down there telling me if you want me to continue after the yeast lab. And if so, what do you want me to do? Or do you want me to restart it? Or should we just come back once the DLC is released? Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.